Welcome to the Maximum Edge Sports Wagering Show. My name is John Santucci. Call me Tooch. I got Anthony back. He's back here to help me break down the Sunday NFL. It's Sunday. It's one of our favorite days of the week because we got NFL action. We're going to be breaking it down. Anthony, first off, I know you had the flu. You weren't with us. We had G-Dog breaking down games. Had a good night in the first Friday night with our free play. We had Utah -2.5. Didn't get much easier than that. Yesterday, I forgot what our free play was yesterday. I think it was goodness gracious. I think it was Oklahoma State minus.
I watched the whole show except for like the last 2 minutes. So I really don't even know what you guys had on the free play. But overall, hey, you guys did a great job replacing me. So now I know I am replaceable.
You had the flu. How are you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm feeling better today. I think I broke my fever like twice between the middle of the night and last night. It's not fun to get the flu, man.
Once that breaks, man, you know you're in the clear. Once that cold sweat comes out, oh yeah. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about yesterday's college football championships real briefly. Alabama, Georgia for the SEC championship, and you and I both had Georgia. We thought was a superior team. Didn't look like they were quite ready for Alabama. Alabama had played the tougher schedule. Let's just be honest. They hadn't covered much. They hadn't covered like Alabama covered in past years. So we were recency bias. We fell victim to recency bias, and we took Georgia with that great defense. The thing is that the offense of Alabama was much better. And then you had the same Baylor. I faded Baylor because Bohannon was out. Didn't matter. But Baylor's defense took that game over. Oklahoma State, great defense. Didn't play like it yesterday. And then we're looking at the Cincinnati, who hadn't covered much of the big spreads, but they were at home. We should have used the example of Utah, at home against a big rival. And Cincinnati covers the big number. Yeah, not always the case, right? 10.5. I thought 10.5 points would be close, right?
I was on Houston. I loved the Houston. Houston was the dog of the day, in my opinion. And I was way wrong. Between the first half, so I do a little fun parlays. If anyone knows me, I do fun parlays. And one parlay had Cincinnati money line. The other one had Houston plus 10.5. So I was like, all right, as long as Cincinnati wins within 10 points, I'm good. And then I see Cincinnati wins outright. I'm like, well, that sucked.
Yeah.
So there goes one of them. But I was like, I think the Alabama one is the one that got biased the most. How do you give Nick Saban team points? Georgia's been dominant, and me and you too, we have made a killing on Georgia all year. We have rode the Georgia train, and they have been a wagon all year. But in this game, Nick Saban, when it comes down to it, it's Nick Saban. I don't care who's on the field. When Nick Saban's coaching your team, that's all you have to say. This guy owns. It's like he knows what Georgia's going to call on the field. And it's just incredible how they pick apart that elite defense. I was blown away. Absolutely blown away.
Yeah, and Bryce Young had a great game as well, throwing the ball. Let's what do you say we get into some NFL action for today? Put the ugly college football championship day behind us. We're going to take a look at the Cardinals at the Bears.
It's over.
It's over. It's behind us. It's a new day, new picks, a new board. I like this board today in the NFL. Hopefully that's a good sign and not a bad sign. But we got the Cardinals at the Bears. Cardinals 9-2.
Well, if we like it, it's a bad sign.
I know. I didn't want to say it and bring it into reality, but Cardinals 9-2, 8-3 against the spread.
You hate the board. This way we like it.
Yeah, I hate this board, man. Come on. On the road, Cardinals 6-0 against the number. It doesn't get much better than that, man. Bears 4-7. I'm surprised they have 4 wins, to be honest, being a Bears fan, you know. My Bears shirt. Andy Dalton goes at quarterback. Bears also 4-7 against the spread. But at home, they're 3-2 against the spread, the Bears. That's one of the things you said about Soldier Field before the show. Cardinals minus 7.5, over under of 42. What are your thoughts on this game, Anthony?
I think there's just too many points. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Bears fan. Trust me, I'm the first one to fade the Bears in an instant. But the way the Cardinals have been playing, there's good Cardinals and there's bad Cardinals. Their defense is banged up. Let's start off with that. Their defense is beatable, number one. They're injured. There's no J.J. Watt. And Andy Dalton is not the Andy Dalton of old. I love this new Andy Dalton. People might think I'm crazy because I was the biggest hater of Andy Dalton going into this season. I was like, put a gun in my head. This is going to be the worst season alive, it's true. It is the worst season alive, but it's not his fault. I like the Bears to cover. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to win, but I think they're going to cover. I think they're going to make a game out of this. It's in Soldier Field. The Bears play a whole different type of football in Soldier Field. They almost beat the Packers in Soldier Field. If it wasn't for the stupid second half and Justin Fields, I mean, the play calling, that's a whole other subject. But Andy Dalton, you got the veteranship. The only thing that hurts him is Allen Robinson is out. So you got a big threat gone. Darnell Mooney has to step up. Again, he needs to step it up. He's got to stop dropping these damn passes. They got to continue to run the ball. If they can get Montgomery running the ball consistently, running down that defense, the Bears will definitely make a game out of this. But it all comes down to the run game.
Yeah, absolutely. You can run on the Cardinals. It's the pass defense of the Cardinals that is phenomenal. Number 4 overall pass defense. Number 6 in the NFL in sacks. And against a bad Bears offensive line, that spells trouble to me. When Andy Dalton is at quarterback, Matt Nagy likes to throw the ball more. That worries me also. Like I said, you can run on the Cardinals. They're 19th in the NFL against the run. The Bears like to run the ball. Inside the numbers, if we're going inside the numbers, Arizona 7-2 against the spread their last 9. They're 4-1 against the spread their last 5 versus Chicago, and Chicago 1-5 against the spread their last 6 games. So trending downward, but it all lines up for the under for me, man. Total's gone under in 7 of Arizona's last 7 games as a road favorite. 8 of Chicago's last 10 games have gone under, and the under has hit 4 out of the last 5 at home. I love the under. I know it's 42 points, and Dalton could put up a little bit more points, but I think the sharp play is playing the under here. What do you think about the total in this game? 42 points.
It all comes down if Murray's starting. Look at the number. This tells me Murray's not starting. You're not going to have 42 points on the over-under.
Today it says he's probable.
Starting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probable. He's listed as probable.
Playing. And, if I'm switching is Hopkins playing?
Hopkins is probable as well.
Okay, then I'm switching. I am switching my pick to the Cardinals minus 7.5. Screw the Bears. Give me the Cardinals minus 7.5. I was thinking that he was still questionable, game time decision, and Colt McCoy. If Colt McCoy was playing, I was a little Bears plus 7.5. But since Murray's going to play, this is the perfect game for him to come back and get healthy and put a game under his belt versus this weak ass Bears team. So there's a huge trend going. I can't remember exactly the number, but when the Cardinals are on the road, the total goes under the total. I think you said it was 7 out of the last 7 times.
7-0 against the spread. On the road as a road favorite. Let's see. The Cardinals are coming off a bye. They're coming off a bye as well, too, the Cardinals. So I do like the Cardinals against the spread. I would buy a half point just to be safe, but I don't think you'll need it. But I mean, I would still buy.
I'll take the Cardinals and the under. Cardinals and under. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm going to go against it. Dalton's going to put points on the board. Give me the Cardinals and the over. The Cardinals are going to put at least 20. high 20 points on the board. Dalton could at least put 14. 28-14, that's 42. Yeah, give me the over.
It'll be close. It's going to be sweaty. I think I'm going to stick.
It's sharp. It's a sharp number.
It's a sharp number, man. The trends, I could see it being 26-16. Both these the Bears defense is no pushover. They get Roquan Smith back. Akeem Hicks, of course, is out. There's no Khalil Mack. Robert Quinn is playing pretty good. The pass defense of the Bears has been pretty good. They're number 8 overall. That's why I like the under still. And the Bears pass offense 32. They're gonna all the Cardinals really have to do is shut down the run. But we'll see. Like you said, Andy Dalton can throw the ball. He threw for 300 yards last time. The number's very sharp. I'm still going to stick with the under. Anthony likes the over. Let's head on to Miami, where the Dolphins are playing the Giants. Dolphins a 6-point favorite at home. I think it's 6.5 now. The line opened at -2.5, and then Daniel Jones was listed as out. And now, it's gone up to 6.5. They reset the line. Over under was 43.5. Now it's down to 39.5. Yep, Daniel Jones out. The right tackle, Nate Sauter, is questionable. Sterling Shepard and Kadarius Toney questionable. The Dolphins get back Devontae Parker. A nice big target for Tua, and Jalen Waddle been playing pretty good. Mike Gesicki also playing well. Both these teams are. This is what's interesting about this game here is both these teams are. The Giants offense 24th, Dolphins defense 24th, Dolphins offense 26th, Giants defense ranked 26th. It's just
so.
The Dolphins have been playing a lot better.
Don't let the Dolphins ranking confuse you because in the past 2-3 weeks, now they're fully healthy. So a lot of that ranking was when they were badly injured. I mean, they struggled versus the Jaguars in London. You put a healthy defense of Miami in London, they're going to dominate the Jaguars. I mean, we saw what the Dolphins could do last week, and that's what they're capable of doing. This team has a chance to make a run for the wild card if they win out, and they very well can. I mean, it's a healthy team, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Stop. I mean, the people keep saying Dolphins suck and everything. I'm nowhere near Dolphins fan, nowhere close. But in reality, they are the biggest underdog, the underrated team in the NFL. This team
right
is
now,
for real. Yeah, I mean, you're healthy. Look at the Giants; they're depleted. This should be an easy win for the Dolphins. They beat the hell out of.
Daniel Jones is out.
Sucks.
You got Mike Glennon.
Yeah, Mike Glennon.
He's worse.
This is the biggest joke on earth. This is the biggest joke on earth. I don't even know how he has an NFL job. This dude's probably making $100K after taxes. That's how much he sucks. I mean, the Giants are like, we'll give you $200,000, which makes it $100,000 after taxes. Whatever the league minimum. This guy is a joke. This guy's like, okay, I'll take it.
I'll take Dolphins pass rush versus Mike Glennon every day of the week.
This is gonna be a blowout. This is just a disgusting game altogether.
Yep.
I mean, this is so one-sided. I don't even know what to say.
Yep. And then the total I'm staying away from. I don't like that it's a low number. I mean, you might see the Dolphins put up 42 points today against the Giants.
I say under. I would lean under. I see the Giants get no more than 7 points. Maybe
I would lean under too.
I don't think they get in the end zone because you're basically depending on the Dolphins to score all the points. And the Giants' defense ain't that bad, but it's when they're on the field for more than half of the game. Of course, they're going to give up a lot of big plays. They're tired because their offense can't be on the field more than 30 seconds. So I think
the number's been bet down for the under. A lot of the value's gone. But the total's gone under in 5 of the last 5 Giants games. Total's gone under in Miami's 4 of their last 5. All signs point to the under. I love the Dolphins, man. Listen to these numbers against the spread. Dolphins 9-1 against the spread. Their last 10 home games versus a team with a losing road record. Miami 4-0-1 against the spread their last 5 games. Like you said, the last 5 they've been hot. If they had won in London, they'd be 500 and in great prime playoff position to get one of those wild card spots. We don't know how many games it's going to take to get into the playoffs. This is a new 17-game schedule. So I actually like the Dolphins' chances to sneak into the playoffs in that in one of those last wild card spots. So let's move on. Our next game is the Jets hosting the Eagles. And Jets getting 5.5 points at home, man. I think it's bet up to 5.5 now. As I look at live. So the Jets are 3-8. I see what time it is. All right. Look at the time.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man. Like I said, Eagles -5, Jets +5, over under 43.5. But we got a dog of the day, the Jets, man. I'll tell you.
I hate it.
You got to hold your nose.
You got to hold your nose, close your eyes, cross your toes, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and throw a Hail Mary. That's how bad this pick is. But you know what? It's a system play. And I'm not saying the Jets are going to win, but I do feel the Jets cover.
Right. I do too. I like this play. The Eagles 5-7. The Jets are 7-8 when playing an opponent with a losing record. And the Jets 5-2 after a game with the total under a total result, their last 7. So it's a good play. Gardner Minshew goes for the Jets. We're looking at a total here of now it's up to 44. Your thoughts on the total? Jets, Eagles.
Hold on, let me flip a coin real quick.
Yeah, number seems pretty sharp. I would lean under, man, just with Gardner Minshew taking over for the Eagles. He's going to be a little rusty.
I like Gardner Minshew too. He just has crappy teams. Put him a decent offense. I mean, I think he could do a really good job. I was actually hoping the Bears got him personally.
Yeah.
But
I've always liked him too. I think he's somebody you can develop, and if not, he's a good second string quarterback to come in. He's a good fiery leader. The under 5-1
much worse than Jalen Hurts.
Right. Jalen Hurts having a pretty good season, though. He adds that extra dimension, with his playmaking ability. Let's head on to our fourth game, which is 49ers -3 at the Seahawks. This game has an over-under of 45.5, 3-point spread. San Francisco 6-5, and the Seattle Seahawks 3-8. A little disappointing season here. Seahawks 5-6 against the number. And also same for the 49ers, 5-6 the number. 49ers are 3-2 on the road against the number. Where are you, man? I'm leaning under. I don't see a lot of points. Seattle just has had so much trouble scoring. That last game we watched was what, Monday night? Against Washington, right?
Yep, versus Washington.
Right, Monday, and they put up 15 points, and that was a game won under total of 32.
They're 10-1 on the under.
Let me give you some.
The Seahawks, they don't put up a lot of points and they don't give up.
Yeah, they don't exactly. Here's this is why I love this play. Seattle 49ers under. Listen to this. Since October 17th, since they came off the bye, Seattle 43 points total, 23 points total, 38 points total, 17 points total, 36 points total, 32 points total in their games against, the going backwards, the football team, the Cardinals, the Packers, the Jaguars, and New Orleans and Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh, they didn't. That game still stayed under the number, and that was an overtime game against the Steelers. So what do you say? What are your thoughts before we give away a free play on Seahawks and 49ers? You like the under, right? I think you're on mute. Are you muted?
Oh, crap. All right, there we go. My finger must have clicked on it. Division game in November. I don't know the numbers exactly, but it is a huge overwhelming. Take over 80% on divisional games in November under the total. So you take the under. I'm right in that trend, which fits perfect for this game. Niners very good defense. Seahawks pretty damn good defense. No one really talks about it, but it goes under the total. If they're an under team, you've got a good defense. I don't care what you say. So I like the Niners to win outright because the Seahawks, their offense is a hot mess right now. It doesn't matter who's quarterback, who's throwing the ball, who's running the ball. There's no one running the ball. Give me the under 45.5. I think it's a great number for both teams that just like to run the ball. Seahawks trying to do a bunch of Hail Marys. Not today.
All right, that'll bring us to our free play. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, both hit the button there. Free play, Seahawks, 49ers, under 45.5. I really love this play, man. I'll personally be betting this one. I think this is a great play. Like you said, it's a system play, right? Division opponents after November and later, play the under. Seahawks, so many. I just rattled off a bunch of games what their over under was. I love the play in this one, man. Actually, the last time these two teams played, San Francisco won 28-21. It was in San Francisco, Seattle won. It was in San Francisco, and spread was 52 points. It was a 28-21 game. So that game also went over. The numbers lower because of the Seattle Seahawks' recent struggles, and I would say the 49ers without Deebo Samuel, right?
It's a huge blow. Huge blow.
Yeah. So I love the under in this game, man. All right. So tomorrow we are here with a super special guest. We got Matt Peralt from the Daily Juice tomorrow. It'll be 5 Eastern, 4 Central. Yeah. Tomorrow, Matt Peralt from the Daily Juice. Hope you'll be here. What do you say we sign off, Anthony?
Don't hope you'll be there. Be there. Tune in. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to miss it. And if you're at work, put your headphones in and put it on. You're not going to want to miss it. You don't have to watch it. Just listen to it.
Fantastic guest. We'll be talking Monday Night Football, his hometown Patriots. Matt Peralt, originally a Boston guy. So that's why we picked Monday. He'll give us a breakdown, his thoughts and his feelings on the Patriots, Bills. And we'll see you then. Anthony, thanks again for being here. We'll see you tomorrow, 5 Eastern. Thank you.
And I'm the team captain. He's the preview, and I'm the main attraction.
Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible. Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible.
Invincible hustle, mighty desire to conspire, to transpire, to